Okay, so just before you get to GCSE and you're aiming for a higher, you've got certain skills you want to look at, and one of them is rearranging, making X the subject. You don't have any number, you don't have an evaluation where you find a final answer here, you're just going to rearrange. So looking at the first one, you might want to pause it, have a look at them on your own, and come back to it as I go through them. So in this one, the first one, pretty simple. We're just going to get rid of the a on both sides, so we have x equals c subtract a, and then we're done. Next one, first of all we're going to have to multiply by 2 on both sides, and then we're going to take away 7. Done. Next one, there's a number of ways that you could play this one, but I'm going to be a little bit fussy about this and say I want the x positive, so it's going to move over to the other side, and then the 2d is going to come and combine because it is to be on its own. And in order to do this, we're going to then write x on the left hand side, so x is going to be moved to the right, but then it doesn't matter if it's left or right here. And then we've got 3b subtract 2d, and we've got x on its own, but there's a couple of intermediate steps if you're not too sure about that one. Next one, the default would be to multiply everything by n, so that we have x plus nk equals nh. It's actually a bit of a problem because you end up with too many n's, and some people don't even remember to multiply this by n, so it's a bit of a problem. Let's just do it step by step. We have x over n, and we'll deal with the k first, h take away k, and then we're going to multiply everything by n after that. And it's kind of nice if we leave it like a factor, with the brackets. Okay, next one, we have multiplied by 3 first, so we've got 5 take away x equals 3t, and then to get x on its own, I'm going to move it to the right to make it positive, and the 3t is going to come over, but I'm going to write it on the other side because I want an x on the left. So if you follow that, then that's how you do it all in your head at once. If not, take another look. So for the next one, we're going to first of all have to get rid of that 2a to both sides, so let's do that in one step, nothing wrong. We'll do it in a couple. 1 minus 2a, and then we have to get rid of the square root, so we're going to square both sides. So best at this point to put it into brackets, and that's actually fine to leave it like that. We've got x on its own. Okay, we've got the second to last now. The first move is going to do everything squared, and then we've released a couple of things. So I'm going to do 2 things at once here. I'm going to move the m over, and then I'm going to divide by 3. So I'm going to have my x on its own, and if I move the n over, it's going to take away and then divide everything that's there by 3. Okay, last one, and with the same principle, we're going to square both sides first. So we're going to b subtract x equals d squared. In this case, we want the x positive, so rather than take an extra line, I'm going to move the x over to the right, move the d squared back here, but switch sides. So b minus d squared equals x. And there you have it. Some really good rearranging equations to begin your GCSEs.